Charleston Development Academy Public Charter School is getting ready for the upcoming school year, and they're going to tell you all about it. My guest today is Dr. Arthur Holmes. He's the assistant principal and curriculum specialist. And Mrs. Artemis Cunningham, Title I facilitator and parent advocate. Welcome to Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you.
Okay, now tell us about Charleston Development Academy Public Charter School.
Okay. Charleston Development Academy Public School was the seed that was planted in the minds of several members of Ebenezer AME Church, and our founding principal, Ms. Cecilia Rogers, still yet continues to be with us. But it is a school where we can accelerate students. It's a school where we can meet the students where they are, serve them. It is truly the village concept of making sure that we look at the total child.
Okay, so as assistant principal and curriculum specialist, what is your role?
The greatest part of my job is interacting with the teachers and making sure that we have the kind of resources and the supplies that we need in order for them to have the accelerated program that we have, and also to interact with the parents and making sure that we have the children whole, disciplined, making sure that they understand what the expectations are, and just making sure we move them to the next level.
Okay, Mrs. Cunningham, Title I facilitator and parent advocate. That's a whole lot.
Yes,
What is your
is.
role?
My role is to be a liaison between Charleston Development Academy Charter School and the school district. I also help parents get education and workshops to help them, encourage them to do better work at home, and to give them educational tools that will make them have successful students.
Okay, now let's talk about the curriculum portion of this.
Our curriculum, most of our, as we stand today, we have 4-year-olds because we begin at 4-year-old and we go to 8th grade. Most of our 4-year-olds are reading because our program is just that accelerated. And with the acceleration, we try to incorporate the art because we do have a drama. We have the art itself, where we have Mr. Seabrook, who does a phenomenal job in making sure that our children are introduced to all kinds of art. And then we have a very well-known, renowned musician who comes in as needed to make sure that we have a choir, because we have a dynamite choir with our singing eagles.
Okay, now what about accepting the applications?
Applications are open now on February 28th. We're taking applications from K4 to 8th grade. What we would need is a current birth certificate and immunization. And also, if a child is transferring from another school trying to get into Charleston Development Academy, they would also need a current report card.
And why is this so important right now?
It is because we want to give parents a choice. We want to give parents the opportunity to allow their child to grow, and we want the county, the world, the city to know that Charleston Development Academy Public Charter School is one of the best places that they could put their children.
With all that we see in the news right now about the schools in the Low Country, what is your take on it?
My take is that changes are sometimes needed, but one of the things that we can offer at CDA is stability. And with stability, we have a very long tenure with our teachers. We do have the communication that we just pour into our parents. And we have 2 locations because our elementary school is located at 233 Line Street. And then our middle school site is located at 165 St. Philip Street. So we just have an opportunity. Our middle schoolers, what I love about it, they will leave the middle school with at least 3 high school credits when they leave.
I've been to the school quite a few times, and I've worked with the governor's board. The school sits in the heart of a housing area. How difficult is that?
Sometimes that can become challenging until a person gets inside, and then they'll see it's not where we're necessarily located, but it's what's going on inside of the building. And when they see that we can take a little and we make it a lot, and that catches them. So we invite them to come on by and see what's in and get inside the book before you really just look at the cover.
Because I've seen the students, and they're bright and they're smart and they hands-on.
Exactly.
Well, we thank you all for being here today on Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you for having us.
Oh.